Good morning, family and friends. Today I would like to speak about my circle, your circle. There's times in life that we're blessed beyond measure and we don't even recognize it. Lately, I've been going through a lot, having headaches, thinking a lot about my wife's passing. And it's through the grace of God that I continue to maintain at the level I maintain. But I couldn't do that if I didn't have a tight circle. And I came across something I heard something the other day which made me really stop and think about my circle and truly evaluate it individual at a time and what they contribute. And I just felt so blessed. I felt like Job, everything had been taken away, but God gave me double for what was taken away. And that's my circle. They're just amazing group of people. And I heard it said that something about your circle that if your circle doesn't inspire you, it's not a circle, it's a cage. If your circle doesn't inspire you, it's not a circle, it's a cage. I heard that and it really made me think. I'm like, wow, that's profound. But when I stopped to do an evaluation of each individual that's in my life and in my circle, I just got so excited. I just felt so blessed. I even laughed. I even laughed out loud because I I'm just I'm just blessed. It's just so enriching to have quality people around you. It's and I realized something else when I was doing the evaluation about why I didn't why I don't connect with some people and why some people are not in my circle or we don't do the same things or whatever. It's because and this was I discovered this through a conversation with somebody in my circle that a lot of people that I come in contact with speak about God but really don't have a relationship with God. And that's why I can't connect with them on a spiritual level. They say they have God, but they don't have God. They don't even really have a true spiritual connection. And I feel for people like that because they're hollow. When you have a spiritual connection with God and you're in a circle, you want to see everybody in your circle prosper. You know, it's a blessing for me to have people in my circle who call me every 2 or 3 days and check on me. You know, they just not, well, he lost his wife, I feel sorry for him. No, they really call, they really show up. They really say what you need. You sure you're all right? Don't let's not play no games. You know I'm there for you. That's a and when I stop to ponder this stuff, I'm like, man, I'm like, it's your circle. It's just a blessing, and I have to say this, man, because we don't. We people say, well, your circle's so small, this, that, and the other. We make a joke about it. Your circle is a treasure to be treasured and honored. If you're in the right circle, if your circle's not a cage, if your circle inspires you, you should honor that circle. You should speak about that circle. I can't tell you enough, and I can't thank people enough, man, for the calls and the support. I mean, I have to say this because it's just so touching. Because I've had people as I'm going through the situation. I've had people, you know how people are, still continue to roll with ignorance, still come at me with foolishness, and I try to remain humble and not go into attack mode or ignorance and combat them with the same energy they come to me with. No, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna stay in we're gonna stay in this lane. We're gonna stay in this lane, and it's beautiful, man. To be if you're drifting, if you drift into a certain lane, if they have a high powered car, where you get a notification, you're veering off the road. You're veering off the road. That's your circle. That's your circle, man. I mean, and I laugh, and I have to say this because, man, people not certain people have just some certain people have just got on my nerves. Just really got on my nerves. And like I say, I try to be humble, and I'm gonna give them an out for now. But I pray that they stop with the foolishness and stay in that lane with that stuff, because I walk with God. I surround myself with the right people, but at the same time, I'm human. I try to lead by example, but at the same time, I'm human. And one thing I want to share with you about God, about my church, Faith Reverend Assembly, the banner is moving forward in hope and giving it to others. Moving forward in hope and giving it to others. That's what I try to do. I do not set out to offend anybody. I only get back what I put out. If you feel a certain way, it's like I said before, you're not doing the work. Don't blame me, don't blame him, don't blame her. Don't blame God. When's the last time you spent time with God? Help me understand. Help me understand. Again, I'm going to keep it on that circle, like I said. And I laugh because I'm so honored, man, to have so many people in my circle that call and check on me. Man, it's just you know, and grief is a hard thing to deal with. And I got people around me teach me, and I search out the correct answers dealing with grief. But I can laugh, I can laugh and be happy in the moment, man, because of my circle, man. You know, if I died tomorrow, I could say I died, but I lived. I was surrounded by quality of life people. People who refused to die in the zip code that they was born in. People who inspired me to take it to the next level. My circle, not a cage, my circle. You have to truly evaluate your circle. And I mean this to family and friends. I mean this because you could have everything in the world. It really doesn't matter. With me, it's the people. And I've said this so many times. It's the people, man. It's the people. Like I said, character is what you take to your grave, man. The relationships that I form, the respect that I earn, those are the things that I treasure. Everything else is a blessing. Like I said, now I want you to remember this. If your circle doesn't inspire you, it's not a circle, it's a cage. Think about that. Think about that. I could be trapped on the road. I could be down to my last dollar. I could be sick in a hospital. It's a blessing to know that people care. They're going to show up. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. I lost my wife and I thought I was alone. But I'm not alone. And that's what makes me laugh. I mean, and I love the people who look out for me, call and look out for me. I love y'all, man. I'm good, man. I'm laughing, man. I'm laughing. There's been a few people who lack knowledge, who came at me with foolishness. But let's forgive them, for they know not what they do. But if they don't stop, I don't know what I might do. So let's just pray for some people. Let's just pray for those lost souls. But again, my message, and I want to stay on topic, was about the circle, man. And please, man, show some love to your circle, man. Because that's all, in real life, that's all you really have, man. It's your circle, man. I love y'all, man. Shout out to my brother-in-law. Shout out to my nephew. Shout out to my man, Jimmy. Thanks for the calls and support, man. They making me laugh, man. They making me laugh. And God forbid me, but I never could get along with cartoon characters. Get God in your life. Get a connection with God. And show love to the family. Show love to your friends. Peace. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Continue to pray for me as I do you. Amen.